I'm Kaitlyn.
And I'm Izzy.
And today we are here to tell you about the negative effects energy drinks can have on you if you overconsume them. And first we'll start with a shocking fact. In the article Energy Drinks, it states, quote, between 2007 and 2011, the number of energy drink related visits to emergency departments doubled. In 2011, 1 in 10 of these visits resulted in hospitalization, end quote. I think this is crazy that people are just going to the emergency room just due to energy drinks. Think of all the worst things you could have happen to you that cause you to go to the emergency room. We want you to know your risks of over-consuming energy drinks, and that's what we will tell you about today.
Many of you may consume energy drinks daily, and some of you may not, but you know someone who does. Some of you may also consume multiple energy drinks per day. We want to inform you guys on the negative impacts on your health from over-consuming these highly caffeinated and sugary beverages. All of the sources we are using are from credible sources written by organizations and hospitals who advocate for public health.
During our anti-advertisement speech, we will inform you of the way energy drinks are advertised, how we will fight against these ads, and the harms of over-consuming drinks. Our goal is to not have you stop drinking energy drinks completely, but know your risks of over-consuming them and be aware of how often and how they are affecting your health. First, we'll start with our anti-advertisement video, and at the start of our video, you will see pictures of students throughout the school drinking energy drinks, which we got from just one day of taking pictures.
Buy two, get one free. Sounds like a good deal.
Kaitlyn, stop! Did you know that some of those can have 500 milligrams of caffeine in them? That's
10 times a day.
And caffeine can lead to things like anxiety, stress, insomnia,
And many other negative
effects.
Oh, okay. I'll put these back then.
Way to save another person from overconsumption of caffeine. Okay, so I said like half of this quote in the video. Quote, a typical 16-ounce energy drink contains between 150 to 280 milligrams of caffeine. Larger cans can have up to 500 milligrams of caffeine, end quote. Risks of energy drinks. So you heard me say that to Caden, and also with Caden, he is buying the energy drinks with the advertisements that if you buy two, get one free. So this also shows how companies are advertising their product and it looks like a good deal, so people buy more, which can lead to overconsumption. Our video stated some of the negative effects, but here are some more examples.
There are many negative side effects from over-consuming these highly caffeinated beverages. First, I'm going to start with heart and blood vessel problems. Quote, large amounts of caffeine may cause serious heart and blood vessel problems, such as heart rhythm disturbances and increases in heart rate and blood pressure, end quote, from the article Energy Drinks. This can be very harmful to young students and young athletes who are consuming these drinks, because having heart and blood vessel problems as a young person is not very good. A couple other effects are disruption of sleep patterns, nervousness, irritability, panic attacks, and lastly, withdrawal symptoms. In the article, The Buzz of Energy Drinks, author Jamie Pronsinski talks about this dependence, saying, quote, people who routinely consume caffeine may develop physical and psychological dependence and may experience withdrawal symptoms if intake is abruptly stopped, end quote. This is also very harmful because starting an addiction at such young of an age is not very good. And being able to stop is very difficult. So if you are having this issue and you want to stop over-consuming these caffeinated drinks, you have to wean yourself off of it slowly. Now that you know just a few of the negative effects, we want to explain to you who is being targeted and how this may affect you.
So who's being targeted? We found that students and student athletes are being targeted to drink and have energy drinks. In the article, Energy Drinks in Adolescence, What's the Harm?, Harris and Monsell explain, quote, The National Federation of State High School Associations warns student athletes about the health and safety risks of consuming energy drinks, including dehydration and harm to the central nervous system and gastrointestinal systems, especially when consumed before, during, and after an event, end quote. So I'm sure lots of you are athletes, and me and Izzy are too, and I'm sure a lot of you have had energy drinks before or during a game. And based on this quote, it's obviously harmful to your health, and it's just better to have something like water, and it's not going to help you in the long run for your game. For students, they also target them, saying that their drinks will give you more energy, help you fly, just overall be more productive, but this is also harmful to your health. To target these people, they use very convincing advertisements.
Many advertisements are currently being shown on TV. The first one that we are going to show you guys is a current Red Bull ad.
$199, 200. Here it is. The treasure is down there. Start digging. Quicker, dig quicker. Here, drink a Red Bull. That's better. Can you see it? How much is there? Hello? Have you found the treasure? Hello?
Red Bull gives you wings.
So this ad is showing how once you consume these energy drinks, you will immediately have energy, and it is also advertising that you will work better and work faster and harder, which is very false because this is not a real scenario anyway. But when you consume an energy drink, you don't gain that energy immediately. And our next advertisement is Mountain Dew energy drinks. So again, this ad has false advertising showing that you will immediately gain that hit of adrenaline from consuming this caffeine. It also shows that you may want to get up and dance, which I don't believe is true. But ads are not only shown for energy drinks through videos. In the article, Risks of Energy Drinks, it states, quote, advertisements for energy drinks are plastered on walls of sporting events and on jerseys of leading athletes, end quote. This can be very detrimental to young people because if they see their favorite athlete or favorite sports teams endorsing these energy drinks, they may want to consume them so that they can perform just like these athletes are. After showing you guys these advertisements, you may wonder how effective they are.
So how effective is the marketing for energy drinks? In the article, Caffeinated Energy Drinks, a Growing Problem, Chad Resing and others explain, quote, the total U.S. retail market value for energy drinks was estimated to be $5.4 billion in 2006 and has shown a similar annual growth rate over the same period, end quote. So this quote shows how much money in sales they had in just 2006, and this next quote is a more recent. Quote, total energy drink sales globally reached $57 billion in 2020, end quote, Prozinski. So this shows how in 14 years, how much the amount in sales has grown, and clearly it was a huge amount from $5.4 billion to $57 billion. Quote, energy drinks are widely promoted as products that increase energy and enhance mental alertness and physical performance, end quote, energy drinks. So that quote just shows what the advertisements are showing, and this is obviously effective if they have this much sales in energy drinks.
During our speech, we showed you how energy drinks are currently being advertised and how we would combat those advertisements. We also gave you guys examples on how they negatively affect your health and why you should not overconsume them. This speech is not intended to completely stop you from consuming energy drinks. We just want you to be aware of the effects that it can have on your body if you overconsume these highly caffeinated beverages. We also want you to be careful what you are putting into your body.
So to reiterate, on our print ad, we have the truth of energy drinks, and then we have the can spilling out and just the negative effects that you can have, like anxiety, insomnia, headaches, irritability, panic attacks, and tremors. because I'm sure a lot of you who have had energy drinks have felt some of these effects, especially like your hand shaking from too much caffeine. And then we said what you drink is what you get, because these are all effects that you can get from drinking energy drinks.
This is our We're Excited, and thank you for listening to our speech about energy drinks.